Dan is a young man living alone in a rented flat. He has severe mental health difficulties, a brain injury and is a wheelchair user. His only source of support has been his father, who lives a 15-minute drive away from his flat. Dan has become very withdrawn and unmotivated. He has not wanted to relate to people, has neglected his personal care and household tasks. Dan will not go out of his flat. He also has periods when he becomes distressed and breaks furniture or calls the emergency services. A range of things have been tried to help Dan, but none have succeeded. A home care service was arranged, but Dan often refuses to let them into his flat.
Hi, can you send someone out to help my son in his flat, please?
Dan's father was the only person with whom Dan would engage. Prior to the direct payment, he had to visit twice a day. He provided all of Dan's meals and maintained his flat. There would also be times when he was called in the night to come and collect his son from hospital.
Okay.
His father became increasingly concerned that he would not be able to carry on supporting Dan in addition to work and other family responsibilities. He wanted Dan to move into a care home or supported accommodation, but Dan refused. His father was very stressed and needed a way in which the burden of caring could be reduced and his son's situation could be improved. Dan's mental health social worker explained that direct payments were a possibility and that they would enable Dan to employ someone he could relate to. His father suggested that a family friend could be employed as a personal assistant, and Dan agreed to this. The direct payments started in early January 2009. 6 hours of support were agreed, and with support from Pendrell's Trust, his father took responsibility for managing the direct payment. Sam, the personal assistant, has encouraged Dan to take better care of himself. She's also motivated him to do some of his housework. Over the 6 months since the direct payment started, Dan has become less withdrawn and has developed a good relationship with his personal assistant. He allows her into his flat and she helps to keep it clean. His father no longer needs to come every day and is very happy to see the improvement in his son's well-being.
Dan, I'm so happy with the improvement. The direct payments, what a positive thing. Without which I don't think I would have carried on caring for Dan. You're such a Mrs. Motivator. Thank you very much.
He is optimistic that the next step will be for Dan to go out of his flat with support from Sam.